Everybody, Michael Edward here, the head trader at True Trading Group. Today is June 29th, first day of a short week. Don't forget, markets are closed on Friday. First and foremost, tomorrow's TTG Tuesday, guys. The chat room is open for free tomorrow. Come and chat. Make sure you guys are in there with me tomorrow, trading with me and the rest of the TGD family. Go to truetradinggroup.com in the upper right-hand corner. Click on TGD Tuesday. Register. You're going to get a link that'll give you access to my chat room for free the entire day. What I'm going to talk to you guys about on this video is how to trade stocks that are at all-time highs. A lot of traders have asked me and they struggle with when a stock is at an all-time high, how do you identify buying zones and profit zones? Because you're at a new all-time high. You're in uncharted territory. When you look back to the left, you don't necessarily see any resistance levels that can help you identify profit targets. Okay. So today it was just one and done. All it took for me today was one trade. That's all I made today. It was a nice big win. WKHS. I didn't need to do anything else the rest of the day. The SPY was kind of had a little crazy day today with an early morning sell-off, and then we rallied back to go green on the SPY, and then it was just kind of bouncing around. So some consolidation in large caps, but solid move here in WKHS. That's all it took, and we're going to talk about trading stocks up there at all-time highs. The other thing that I will remind you is that you have less than 1 day left to get a 34% discount on a 1-year all-inclusive membership to TTG. Okay, prices are going up July 1st. So June 30th at midnight, the coupon code TTG620 will expire. So if you guys have not done so yet, take advantage of that discount. It's a 34% discount. Use coupon code TTG620 on an all-inclusive 1-year membership to TTG. Remember, that expires midnight on June 30th. Okay, so you have 1 day left. Click on the link in the description below to take advantage of that deal before prices go up. Join the TGD fam. Come trade with us live. Get a professional education. Now let's get into how do you trade stocks up at all-time highs. Let's go out to the daily chart. Here we are on the daily chart on WKHS. This stock has made one hell of a move over the last couple of weeks. It's been on the watch list several times. People in chat have traded it several times throughout this move, and today we had this extension move, this extension gap that took us to all-time highs. So as I pan back on the daily chart, you guys will see here, there's your previous all-time highs. I'll go to a weekly chart just to really make this nice and easy for you. Okay, there is your previous all-time high right there. What I did here today on this setup was, and this is important for you to do when you're looking at a stock that's gapping up to all-time highs. When a stock gapped up to all-time highs, you want to look for the prior all-time highs, that area to be an area of support. Now, what you notice right away when I pull up this chart is really two levels. You had a level sitting here at around 1050. Okay, here you can see resistance, resistance, resistance. Then you have your actual double top all-time high. This gave me two levels, 1150 and 1050. Okay, your actual all-time high print, but then this clear area of resistance that's been here for the last several years, we pierced through that in 2016 just to create that all-time high. So the game plan today with WKHS was a zone. Look for this prior resistance zone, and this is your resistance zone. Okay, look for that to be an area of support. Nope, I didn't mean to delete that line. Just draw that line back. And that was the game plan coming to the day today on WKHS, was look for that area to be support, to hold, and then we can catch some extension to new all-time highs from there. Typically, when a stock gaps up to all-time highs, if it pulls in and those prior highs hold support, you should get followed through to the upside because there's no more resistance up top. So that momentum should take the stock higher. It's exactly what happened today on WKHS. Let's go into the intraday chart. Here's those two lines that I drew. Okay, so here is your buying zone. Okay, so I'm looking for signs of support. I didn't mean to delete that line again. I'm looking for signs of support within that buying zone. And the first thing that we see happens, okay, on the gap up is we pull in, We find support right dead smack in the middle of this level, right dead smack in the middle of this buying zone. It also lines up with a 50 Fibonacci level. We got a real nice, strong bounce. We pulled in, we put in that tail, and we shot all the way back up almost to test that initial morning high. That to me was a sign of strength. We had good volume off the bell there as well when we had that climb back. That tail that got put in there showed me that there is strong, aggressive buying in that zone that we talked about pre-market. So what I did was I came right in here and I got long right there, WKHS. I'll take you guys to my trade alerts on the day. Like I said, today was just one. Long, WKHS at 1158, stop loss, that 1090 area. And what you start to see happen was we start to form, let me delete all that. We start to form a nice little wedge. Okay, we start to form a nice little wedge. Okay, so now here's your wedge pattern forming. The bottom end of this wedge lining up with Fibonacci retracement levels, lining up with the prior all-time highs, lining up with now also the trade line. So I had a wedge pattern forming where the bottom support level of the wedge lines up with some Fibonacci levels, also lines up with previous all-time highs, which should now act as an area of support. Then I have the trade line coming up into play as well. This gave me many support indicators all within the buying zone that we identified pre-market. That's why I went ahead and got long right there, guys. Okay, there's the entry again at 1158. Okay, it's actually on this candle right there, 1158. There it is. There's the entry inside the wedge. Bang, we break up out of the wedge. My first take profit is in front of the high of the day. Just in case that high doesn't break, 25% of my position comes off the table. You guys can see here, it took some profit at 1222. We then broke through and extended through the high of the day. The bulk of my position came off the table at 1288. And then I held on to 25% of my position in case we got some follow through. And did we follow through? Indeed. Okay, we extended higher. And as we got up here over 14, my last final piece of profit comes off the table at 1406. Now, how do you identify these target zones? How did I identify these target zones knowing that there's not really any resistance to the left for me to be looking at for potential resistance to take profits at? Gauging momentum. Gauging momentum on a stock is very important. A lot of it has to do with volume. You can see the volume that came in when we broke through those initial highs was strong, steady, and consistently increasing. That was my indication that the stock has momentum. That was my indication that I may get some follow through and I can look to hold on to my position for a little bit longer and try to get some more upside out of the stock. Okay, it all has to do with that volume. Now, if the volume through the high of the day was not as strong as it is here, let's say the volume bars only got up to here. Okay, let's say the volume bars only got up to here. That's going to be an indication to me that the stock does not have that much momentum. It's running out of steam. It's actually slowing down. And I'm going to be more inclined maybe to take my final profit off the table here rather than wait for me to get that extra dollar a share move on that. And that really makes all the difference. Okay, so 25% came off in front of the high of the day. 50% comes off as we extend through the high of the day. And then my last final take profit comes off as we experience some real nice follow through and some really good extension. And that was the WKS trade today. And that was all it took. That was all it took for me today, guys, was that one trade at all-time highs. You also had SHLL at all-time highs. This is a very similar setup here in the morning. A few members in chat caught that move on SHLL. I was focused on WKHS. Myself and a bunch of the other members in chat nailed this trade. This was a really nice win. A great way to start the week. Guys, don't forget, it's a short week, so make these days count. Markets close on Friday for the observation of the July 4th holiday on Saturday. Remember, tomorrow is TTG Tuesday. Make sure you guys come in chat, join me, and do not forget, use that coupon code TTG620. Get a 34% discount before prices go up. June 30th at midnight. That's 1 day left. You have 1 day to get a 34% discount before prices go up in July. That's it, guys. Have a great day. I will see you all in chat tomorrow. Take care.